the Olympics because the Olympics are headed to LA in 2028. And for the first time, big leaguers really want to play in the Olympics because it is here in America. In 2020/21, when it was in Tokyo, there was baseball. It was not like it was a bizarre year for baseball in the Olympics because of the pandemic and the way that kind of restructured everything. But there were no big league players participating in that. Big league players have never participated in the Olympics. Most famously in 2000, you had baseball in Australia with like the Roy Oswalt, Ben Sheets team, right? That's a very famous Olympics baseball team if you're a nerd like us. But the big leaguers want to play, all right? Now, the problem is it's right smack dab in the middle of the season, and MLB understandably doesn't want to take a long break to leave all that money on the table.
That said, this is still a situation where you can imagine Rob Manfred, and remember, as we understand, this will be nearing the end of Rob Manfred's tenure, where he has basically said this will be, I think, stepping down after 2028 or in 2029. So this is like the last big thing for him to really figure out, right? We've mentioned expansion. We know we're going to have this next CBA. But the Olympics is a huge thing. And so this quote is interesting. This is in relation to the schedule for the Olympics that they have already, put out because it's the Olympics and they plan this many, many years in advance. Quote, they put out a schedule. They tell you it's not going to move. We'll see whether there's any movement on that. It is an opportunity to market the game on a real global stage. We're trying to iron through those logistics. So this is in some ways a nothing quote, but also like kind of gives you a window into how the commissioner is viewing this, which is basically he seems to be taking the line of, all right, they say he's not going to move, but like we're Major League Baseball and these Olympics are in the United States. Hopefully they can work with us to make this work in some form. But at the end of the day, like this is still going to come down to more about what the MLB owners are going to be willing to sacrifice, because that is no matter what schedule you put together, that is going to be required in some form. And I hope that's what happens because it would be really cool. But I have no clue. There's so many things that are going to happen between now and then that are going to dictate how likely it is. So it's kind of hard to talk about too seriously, but it is certainly a huge baseball storyline to watch as those Olympics approach.
If there was no CBA negotiation between now and the Olympics, I would feel significantly more confident about this getting done. Because this is going to take a significant amount of work and schedule restructuring and negotiation between players and the league and like NBC, who has the broadcast rights, and the Olympics, it's an enormous thing to try and settle. And there are simply going to be other things on the checklist between now and then. The other dynamic that's important to understand here is that MLB needs the Olympics more than the Olympics needs MLB, right? People are tuning in to watch the, Latvian long jumper or the Belarusian gymnast or the Ghanaian canoer, no matter what. Now, baseball single-handedly is not going to tip the scales of the ratings significantly enough. The Olympics they're doing okay. The Olympics are doing okay. This is an opportunity for baseball to like kind of hop into that energy and promote the game on a global scale, which Manfred said and he understands. I think everybody here ideologically is in alignment. How we get from here to there, I mean, it's going to be a fascinating journey that's definitely going to take some time.